Alright, hi, welcome to this video. My name is Alexander Rozinek and I'm a retired underachiever. What do I mean by that? Well, I have been a truck driver for 15 years in Europe before I actually became an entrepreneur. I come from a typically technically background. I studied originally vehicle mechanics. So then I worked for about 15 years, maybe it's less, maybe it's only 12 years. 12 years as a truck driver in logistics in Europe. I worked typically in this job, I worked around 60 to 70 hours a week, which is a lot. So I was working and I saw my kids growing up, but only on pictures. So in between my second and my third child, I realized I have to change something. Because that was around 2010. I decided to become an entrepreneur because I just wanted to become free from corporate job, free from a boss who orders me around and all this stuff. So there was only a few little problems, and that was I didn't have money, I didn't have time. Working 60 to 70 hours a week. I didn't have a network because of driving all over Europe so many hours and so much time, never being home. I lost my everything. I didn't have friends basically, except a few other drivers. I didn't have education because I left high school at 9th grade and I studied mechanics, but I never finished. So this is for those of you who don't have an education, who don't have a university degree. You can still make it. I didn't have any confidence, and my mindset was a scarcity mindset. That's the reason why I didn't have any money. So that was the starting. That's setting the stage, right? So I only knew one thing. I need to make a change. So I wanted to be free, as I already told you. I wanted to be free from being employed, I used to call it from being a slave. That's a little bit hard, but those of you who actually, maybe some truck drivers will watch that video at one point in time. And if you are a truck driver, you know exactly what I mean. So I decided to switch from being a reactor into being a creator. Now I don't have the cards here. In my seminars I used to show some cards. If you look at those two words, creator, reactor, they have exactly the same letters, just differently arranged. So it's a little shift and a massive difference in lifestyle. So I started to look for a solution. I was like, now I was working a lot. I had 2 kids at home in that time, one baby of 1 year and a 4-year-old child. So I was looking for a solution. And what I discovered after some time and failing and like how life goes, I will tell you later more about that. I found out that the main thing I have to do is to work on myself. As the late Jim Rohn used to say, work harder on yourself than you do on your job and you will be unusually successful. So at one point in time I heard that sentence and I decided to start working on myself mainly. On my mindset, on my knowledge. I started to, now there's many ducks coming. I don't know if you can hear them in the video. I started to go to seminars. I travel all over the planet, went to seminars. I started to read books like If My Life Depended on It. There you can see the ducks. I started my first entrepreneurial, let's say like my first serious entrepreneurial project in 2012. And in the coming time I failed at 4 different business ventures. Completely failed. Yes, I say that openly to everybody. I failed heavily. I lost a lot of money, and I lost probably around $8,000 altogether. And in the same time, up until today, I invested probably between $10,000 and $15,000 in my education, self-education. I never invested in university, but I invested like that. So coming to today I have 2 businesses growing. I'm a full-time entrepreneur. I'm very happy, and my goal today is to help people to get to a point where they never again have to choose making money before what is really important to them. That's what my business, that's what my life is all about. So I specialize in online marketing. Why I do that? I just simply love the cyber world. It's just, what to say? Back then in 2010 I started to go online and looked for solution. That time was a little bit different. When I started actually in 2010, I barely knew how to open my own email. I had an email account but no computer. 2 years, like, let's go 5 years more back, 2005. If you would have asked me if I would ever work online, I would simply have laughed. Because at that time I was proclaiming I will never have a computer, I will never have a cell phone. I hate all this stuff. And today I'm a full-time online entrepreneur. So one of my businesses is exclusively online. So I just love the cyber world in the meanwhile. I started to go online so in 2010 and started to search, and I discovered how many possibilities are there online actually. So what I also discovered is that the online world is a mess. There is too many marketers out there, too many entrepreneurs out there who are just, well, I'm gonna be a little bit straightforward here. That's anyway my style. They are just liars. They just don't care about anything except making a few bucks out of anyone's pocket who comes online looking for whatever they are looking for. And once they get those bucks out of your pocket, they just don't care about you anymore. So that's I discovered that on the hard way, because I was cheated and taken advantage of and spammed and whatnot many times over. I hope the wind doesn't disturb. Now there is a little bit wind. So I decided to do this online business, and I decided to do it very differently than what I see from most people out there. There is some online marketers who are pulling the same string like me, I like to say, who are walking the same path. There's many more, maybe 95% of them is not like that, but there is a few, and I decided to be from this guild, we call it in German, I don't know how you call it in English. Obviously you can hear I'm not a native speaker, my first language is German, Swiss German. So my way of marketing is open, honest and ethical. And that's what I teach to my clients. That's what I coach my clients. That's what I live. That's what my life is about. And if you read books like The 16 Laws of Success by Napoleon Hill or any other book or course about success which has to be taken seriously, they all teach the same thing. Open, honest and ethical. Without that, you may make a few bucks. You may even make a lot of bucks. But you're not going to keep it. You're going to lose it all. That's just the law of the universe. And that's why I strongly recommend everybody to go that path. Don't fall prey to those 95% of cheaters. Work your way up in an honest, open and ethical way, and you will enjoy the money that you make much more than if you do it the other way around. And if you don't believe me that this is a law, if you don't believe that you're going to lose it, well, give it a try and you will see. That's all I can say to that. So in my working, in my coaching, in my trainings, I have to focus on success. What do I mean by that? My focus is the success of my clients. If you're my client, I'm completely dedicated and committed to your success. And obviously you're going to pay me something, but my focus is not your money. My focus is you making money, you being successful, positioning you in your niche as the expert and making a bunch of money there. And when we achieve that together, then I'm happy. I'm sorry, I touched the microphone. Then I'm happy, and then I feel I deserve that you pay me money, right? So I think that's it for today. One important point, maybe. I can talk whatever I want here. Of course, you don't need to believe me anything. So for that reason, somewhere on this page there is a video which says testimonial. Go and watch that video. There is, as per the time of the making of this video, there is 3 people giving testimonials about me, partners and clients. And if you watch it much later, there may be several videos already, because I'm collecting testimonials now. I'm working on that. So listen to what they have to say, and if you want to test it out, my offer is a 20-minute free coaching session live with me. That may be one-to-one in a restaurant or in my office, or it may be on Skype or any other online tool. Anyway, 20 minutes free coaching session. I offer that to people who qualify on a minimum level for my coaching at all. As an entrepreneur, I take the right out for myself to work with whom I choose to work with. I actually, and that's the idea of entrepreneurship, of the freedom that we were talking before, I take the freedom to choose when I work, where I work. You see the surroundings, there's the pirate ship, my kids are playing there. This is the park here near Bogota. I'm living now in Colombia with my family, so I choose to work with whom I want, when I want, where I want. Yes. And so if you are interested in working with me, if you want to know more about me, go to the blog, watch some blog videos, subscribe to my email newsletter, which will give you the first chance to really work with me. You will get a 20 email free online course about online marketing. That's for everybody. There you will get to know much more about me, and if you want to test me out, if you are interested in becoming my dream client, then click on the button below this video and apply for a 20 minutes free coaching session. where we will personally get to know each other, where you can ask me any question you have, and where we can decide whether or not we are a fit and we will work together. So in that sense, I hope to hear from you. I'm looking forward to helping you achieving your success, stepping into your greatness and become that person who can change the world, your part of the world, in your style, in your way, and make an impact on this world, on this planet. So that's it from my side, Alexander, for today. I hope to hear from you. Check out my blog, check out the other things, and apply for the free coaching session. Have a great one. Bye.